you're never gonna make it? Aren't you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Aren't you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Yeah. You ain't gonna make it, you ain't never ever gonna break it. You can never beat them and they're better than you face it. Thinking that they give a damn, you're not thinking straight, kid. No, they don't give a damn, you got what I'm saying? I'm not fucking playing, I'll give it to you straight, man. There's too many others and you're not that great, man. Stop what you're saying, stop what you're making. Everybody here knows that you just faking.
Hey everybody, this is Ed from the Whiskey Tangent Podcast, here with another Whiskey Short, and I'm joined by Scott.
Hi everybody.
Our friend Gabe.
Hello again.
And Master Mixologist Anders is in the wings waiting for the next event.
Yes.
Scream, Anders.
We were recording this before our combat cocktail episode, and so he's relaxing because he has a lot of drinking to do today.
Yes.
And Scott's going to tell you what we're going to be doing to kick off our Sunday.
Don't you dare miss it.
We'll sell you the whole seat, but you only need the edge. So, thanks, Ed. Last year around this time, Ed, Gabe, and I got together, and we got a bunch of high-end whiskeys, about $80 to $120 in a double-blind contest that piggybacked on our first Whiskey Madness tournament that we were very proud of. We wanted to extend it a little bit, so we called that the Whiskey Madness 2020 High-End Double-Blind Invitational. This year, we thought we'd do the opposite. Try some bottom-shelf whiskeys under $25. Invite Gabe and Anders to participate, although Anders isn't participating, but for good reason.
Because he has 9 drinks to taste today.
Yes. And I think that'll come out before this. So, again, we're in the whiskey wormhole.
Whiskey wormhole.
Right. And also give it a fun twist that I will elaborate on shortly. So this is the Whiskey Madness 2021 low-end triple blind invitational. Whiskey Short. And here's how it's going to work. Before these guys got here, I poured the 4 whiskeys into 4 clear glass wine bottles and marked them A, B, C, and D on their bottoms, and then made a note as to which whiskeys matched which letters. Then Ed rearranged the bottles and marked them 1, 2, 3, 4 on their sides, and that'll be the order in which we taste them. By doing this, none of us knows which whiskey we're tasting. Like double-blind medical studies, where the researchers and the participants don't know which therapy
this is exactly the same thing as that. This is exactly like that.
It's very...
This is how Pfizer came up with the vaccine, I think.
Right, the NIH is all behind this.
Is one of these a placebo?
No, they're not.
This tastes like iced tea.
That would be great. We should do that one time. So the reason I call this triple blind and the fun twist that I mentioned earlier is that in addition to all of this, nobody except me even knows what whiskeys we're tasting. So I went to the liquor store yesterday, I looked at the bottom shelf, literally, picked 4 whiskeys, and those are the whiskeys we have tonight. So for Ed and Gabe, they are triple blinded. Also, for me, you might say that I'm not triple blinded, but I am, because I've never tasted these whiskeys before. So they're just labels and a low price, and I don't know anything about their taste. So that's it. A triple blind tasting of possibly bad whiskeys.
Now, but I have to tell you, the first thing I noticed, because they're in completely clear wine bottles, the colors are really impressive.
They are.
They're better than I expected.
Yeah.
There's a couple that are really dark, rich amber. A couple a little lighter.
Yeah. I'm not going to reveal the actual brands until the end, but I will tell you that one is a bourbon, one's a wheated bourbon, one is a Tennessee whiskey, and the other is a bottle and bond rye.
Okay.
Oh, nice. And none of these you've tried ever.
None of them I've tried. No.
Wow, that's probably hard to do.
Yeah, well, they're on the bottom shelf, so we're whiskey snobs around here.
Yes, we're elitists.
If you tried them, it would have been 20. So
Right.
Yeah, like I said, there's a really nice color in these low end garbage bottles. But I got a feeling we're going to be surprised, though. I really am.
What's funny is we call them garbage bottles, and the reality is that's a little bit harsh. Because, I mean, you're talking about white label Jim Beam is what we consider pretty rough stuff to get down nowadays. But I think that public notice is what makes some of these go up. I mean, look at Henry McKenna. It used to be $34 a bottle. Now I saw someone talking about how he picked it up for $80 yesterday online. That was literally 2 years ago.
Sure.
So if any one of these won some type of an award, it could immediately become a $45 bottle. And the only thing that would have changed is the public perception. So some of these might be hidden gems.
Sure, yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, I was putting together an infinity bottle, and I wanted to try different things. And I picked up a few I had never tried before. There was Evan Williams Bottle and Bond. And like most bottle and bonds, I'm like really blown away by how inexpensive they are.
Right.
And the taste is very good for most of those low-end bottles.
it stunned at our Whiskey Madness this
It
year.
went
and
far.
It won the bourbon bracket.
Yeah.
It beat its own label mate who's older.
Right, the Heaven Hill bottle and bond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And supposedly better.
Yeah.
And a hell of a lot more expensive. And 2 out of 3 of us picked the Evan Williams. So it's no lie there, Gabe.
All right, so let's try the first one.
I said I got this, none of this radio pop shit. I dropped this, turning back the clock to rock shit. I cop it, said knock knock, I'm on this. I'm hot bitch, like a hot bitch, the top list. I'm locked in, I got this, radio drop this. Hot shit, just watch this, I fucking promise. So lit, do not miss your chance to cop this. Will you capture it, or just let it slip?
First one. All right. So
Yeah.
smell.
So, of course, we don't know the mash bills.
Really
or anything yet.
traditional. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what I'm smelling, but I'm getting really corn and vanilla. I mean,
Yeah.
really traditional whiskey
Sure, yeah.
flavors.
It's got the corn, the caramel.
Yeah.
It could be a rye, but I don't get a lot of pepper on the nose.
No, I don't either. I don't think this is the rye.
It's not very alcohol forward, but it's got a nice caramelized, rounded smell to it. Good on the nose.
I'm actually getting a lot of harsh
I wouldn't be
alcohol.
surprised if this isn't the wheat one. It's got a little bit of a sweetness to it that some wheaters have.
Yeah, possibly.
There's a spice nose to it as well.
Oh, gosh, so sweet.
Wow.
Sweet corn, syrupy.
I almost wonder if this is the...
Yeah, it is sweet. It's got a sweet, mild burn.
It's so corny. I wonder if it's that internet sensation that I've never tried. The Heaven Hill puts it out. The corn mellow yellow or whatever. Oh. I wouldn't know if it is or not.
is that
I think that's-
yellow corn? Is that what that's?
Mellow corn, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, this is not a terrible drink. I mean, first of
No.
all, you can make a cocktail with it for sure.
Absolutely.
It's sweet. It finishes okay. It doesn't have a bad aftertaste. What do you think, Gabe?
It's good. The front of the tongue really brings up the sweetness right off the bat. And then when you switch it around a bit, it's got some lingering burn. It's holding on. You know, hey, for under 25, this might be, just a great thing for a cocktail.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of orange sweetness, like an orange candy.
I get that
a
too.
citrus, yeah.
A bit of like a gummy orange, like what do you call it?
Yeah, those
Gumdrops?
those orange wedges that
yeah,
we mentioned in one of those other
right.
shorts that we did recently.
It's got really tremendous flavor, but it's got the immaturity of,
Yeah.
of a heavy burn in the front.
I get that.
Like it's immature.
Yep.
It's a good mash bill, whatever it is. I'll say that. So when you say we're grading this on a 1 to 10, is
Yeah.
it a 1 to 10 with Midwinter's Night a 10,
No,
or this
no.
is 1 to 10 in the bottom shelf bracket?
yeah,
So-
1 to 10 of
Okay.
these 4. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not comparing them to
right,
the high
'cause
end.
none of these are going to probably be a 9 or 10. Right.
Right.
Okay. That
That's
makes-
no, that's a good question though.
It's holding a burn like it doesn't know what to do with itself at the end, and
Yeah.
it lingers like I don't want to go, and I'm going to make you feel me until
wanna go.
until you drink some water. But I'm here.
All right, so we're doing this quickly. We'll just move on to number 2.
I'm the type of dude who will not remain nameless. I'm the type of dude who is headed for greatness. I'm the type of dude who could really make changes. Cause I'm the type of dude that's becoming contagious. I'm the type of dude that will always be ageless. I'm the type of dude that will always feel shameless. I'm the type of dude that they say is fucking heinous. Cause I'm the type of dude that you know is fucking dangerous.
A lighter nose.
Less on the nose.
Yeah,
Less on the
much
nose.
lighter. There's almost nothing. You really got to get it deep in
Really,
there.
it's so faint compared to the other one.
And then what you get is just alcohol.
Yeah.
I'm getting like a Canadian whiskey nose.
Oh, I see.
So Canadian alcohol smell.
Yay.
Take off, eh? Oh, now
A lot milder in the first
that's
sip.
A lot milder, but
that's wow. It's so not as complex as the first one. Like this is very
thin.
one dimensional.
This has to be low proof.
I'm getting like a powdery cinnamon on the sip.
Yeah.
And a spice.
Yep. It's very mild. But
Not a harsh cinnamon, just like
No.
like a confectioner's type.
Yeah,
I
very,
know.
Dessert
very mild,
cinnamon.
very nice. At taste, actually. It's inoffensive, this. It's certainly not bad. It's not harsh or...
Oh, no.
It's so mild and...
Yeah, it's almost to a point of being thin.
It's slightly sweet and, like you said, Gabe, the slight cinnamon flavor.
This one doesn't even burn my throat when I drink it. It tastes like a 60 proof. Yeah. And I mean that.
Yeah.
I know it has to be at least 80, but it tastes like a 60.
If there's any burn, it's from that first one coming back up. Like I'm not done yet.
Right. I got a little sip of the first one. I'm going to taste it right now.
I got something else to say.
I do too. Let's compare.
You thought you can get rid of me that easy?
Wow.
Think again.
Yeah, it's funny. It fills in all the blanks that the second one has.
Yeah, like mixing these two together would probably be really good.
Right. Scott loves to do that. He loves to make 2 whiskey infinity glasses.
Yeah, this one is real thin. I mean, it's sweeter, it's lighter.
If I was an old lady, I would drink this.
It kind of tastes like a watered down cocktail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Like it's your last
the
sip
end-
of a cocktail.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah, like you Saturday nights, 12:30, you're trying to watch the last half hour of SNL, and you don't really care for the musical guests, and you had
So much detail.
you had a cocktail, and you fell asleep 20 minutes ago, and it had the globe. The globe was pretty much gone, but she's like, I can't leave this. I can't throw it down the drain. I got to finish this, and then that's what you got right here. Mm-hmm. Was that too specific?
No, I liked it.
Okay,
That's
thank
good.
you.
Thank you.
All right, let's move on to the third.
Get slow, and we gon' make it out this hole, and ain't nobody stopping us, no. So watch me as I go, watch me as I grow, and we ain't gonna take it slow, and we gon' make it out this hole, and ain't nobody stopping us, no. So watch me as I go, watch me as I grow, yeah, I'm the fucking shit.
So the third one is in the faux crystal Target glasses.
Looks like an elegant looking pot leaf on this glass.
You know, it actually does.
I just said that.
I'm agreeing with you.
All right,
So angry.
on the nose. On the nose,
Save the anger for the competition later. Yeah,
For
on the
ratings.
nose.
nasty.
Yeah, it's not good.
It smells bad. It smells
Yeah.
sour.
Wow. Who keeps their whiskey in an old milk bottle?
I mean, this is bad.
Yeah, it's grassy.
Does whiskey curdle?
All right, now it doesn't taste as bad as it smelled. It tastes better than the second one.
It's got a decent nose. I mean, it's a little over pungent, but
This tastes in between the first two.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
heavier than the second one, and I'm getting that orange syrupiness from the first one.
Actually, is not bad. It's plain. It's got some density to it. You can
Yeah.
make a drink with it.
I wish the smell was better.
Ugh, the smell's not good, but once you get by that, it sips okay.
a lot of orange zest, like artificial orange zest. Somehow
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not really orangey.
Yeah, it's not as sweet and syrupy orange as the first one, but you get some of that. But it's it's fake orange.
Right.
I'm
But
getting some spice at the end, some spiciness, like some rye spice,
this
maybe.
might be the rye.
Maybe
yeah, it's got some kick to it, like a rye would. Sure.
I'm getting like baking spices now.
Yeah.
It's kind of opening
Yeah.
up a little bit now.
Yeah.
This is a sleeper.
Yeah, this third one's got a corny sweetness. It kind of goes, it
Just
burns
like
up
you.
in the nose a bit.
Just like you, Gabe.
Corny sweetness.
Thank you. Put a little bit of water in there. Give it a second.
Yeah, the watermelon's in that a little bit. It's again, it's not bad.
It opens up a little bit of flavor.
Surprisingly, not bad.
Do you still think the first one's better?
I do. I do.
Yeah.
They're very comparable, but I think the third one doesn't kick as hard.
It doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't.
And that scans with what we know about how you like your whiskey and
Right.
how I like my whiskey. I like those stronger, bolder flavors, and the number one definitely has that. And number three is definitely sort of a milder number one.
All right, so the fourth one here.
Yeah, we're just getting started. I know that you want it, baby. Just get on it, ready to go. We know how to party. Pull out the Bacardi, feel it in my body. Put on a show.
Yeah, let's go. Nah, we ain't never gonna slow down. All the girls looking hot like a hoe down. Everybody going off in my hometown, ready for a showdown. Keep it on the low now. We about to pop off like a bottle. Everybody knows that we're going full throttle. Drinking alcohol, yeah, straight from the nozzle. End of the night, end up horizontal.
I think the nose is a little bit better than the last one, but still not really good.
Well, I just taste the first one just to go back.
Yeah.
With water on it. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
It mellowed out, didn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so number four. Well, that's an interesting nose. What is that?
Well, to go back to real quick to number two with the little bit of water, it was mellow to begin with, and now it just tastes like
yeah, that didn't do anything to it,
tastes like
right?
you ran like a hose through a shoe.
Have you done that many times?
And you kind of squoze it into a glass.
squoze.
So it didn't help it at all. Let me cleanse the palate and try four.
What were you getting on the nose, Ed? It's very strange.
I don't have anything. A little citrus maybe at the end, but a lot of similar to the
It tastes.
Similar to the third one, it's grassy.
yeah.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and be a little bit more specific, but
Go ahead.
it tastes like spring in like an orchard or something.
Okay.
It's got a floralness to it, like winter just ended and stuff is blooming. You got some flower, you got a little bit of like some of that dogwood.
I don't know if a dog would, but Gabe would.
No, it's floral and spicy.
I don't know what to make of the taste. It's
a harsh, bitter, like cream soda, Dr. Pepper aftertaste going on.
It is a little bitter on the finish, but I like it before that. I like half the taste. The beginning of it is fine, and then it's like, it turns.
I agree with you, but that doesn't save it. Like I know it's actually worse than like, oh, this isn't that bad. Oh, it is.
There's an odd creaminess to it.
You're right, Gabe. Creamsicle is what I get on the front of it. Vanilla and orange and a syrupy creaminess.
For like a flashlight of a second. And
right.
then it just drops off to like sourness again, like a little stringent.
Yeah, and like somebody put it in a barn.
It's
like eating a popsicle in the barn in the summertime, but that like melted and refroze.
all right. So
You're licking your hand, but you're getting hay on it.
Right, and you're next to a horse stall that needs to be shoveled out.
Yeah, the horse.
so let's
take a shit on your shoes.
damn.
Oh shit!
And it's got a lingering burn that's not really exactly pleasant.
No.
It's way down in the throat.
I'm gonna put a little bit of water on it, try to see if it helps.
It didn't help me when
No,
I put
it didn't
the
help
ice
you?
on it. No. I'm not disappointed. It's exactly what I thought it would be.
It helped a little.
Softened it a bit to a more pleasant level.
To the point where I'm not going,
You know, ginger ale would soften it. That's what it needs. Put some ginger beer on that bitch.
This is the bottle you buy for the friends that come over that you don't really like.
This is the ones you leave out for my family to steal at 2 a.m. when I'm asleep.
I'm assuming we're going to reveal the names of these
it's
at the
got-
end.
Oh, we are.
So
yeah.
I don't believe you're going to get any kind of sponsorship or free bottles out of this
No,
stuff
no,
from these labels.
I'm actually liking this more and more now that I drink it. I'm
The
getting
last
used to
The last
with,
one?
with some water on it. After drinking it a few times and getting that taste all up in your palate,
All up in there.
I'm enjoying it a little bit more. I'm not saying it's my favorite at all. I'm just saying Ed is like, you're crazy.
It's weird because the
You're
longer
really
I'm-
trying to be. I really think we have a sponsorship with them the way you're working it.
I don't know which is which.
I've taken like 3 sips of this last one, and every time I seem to like lick my lips, I'm getting this tingling on my lips.
I think it's the arsenic.
Oh, didn't I tell you all the
No, I'm feeling
all the glasses are laced with
lightheaded.
with belladonna.
All right, so I guess we score them and then the great reveal.
Actually, I was thinking that I would reveal the 4 whiskeys,
Okay.
just so that we know what they are, but not yet what
sure.
they're A, B, or C.
All right.
So I'm just going to, in any order, I have them
Right.
hidden under my secret compartment here.
Okay.
And I'm going to pull out a bottle and reveal
Sure.
the whiskeys.
All right.
The Rebel 100 Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey.
Wow.
The Rebel Yell 100 Weeded Bourbon from Lux Row, recently purchased by MGP. The rumor has always been that this is Heaven Hill distillery. It is 68% corn, 20% wheat, 10% malted barley. No age statement, so it's at least 4 years. 100 proof. 88 whiskey advocate score, and it cost me $19.99.
Wow. $5 too
All right,
much.
so that's, well, we don't know, right? All right, the second one is the George Dickel Tennessee Sour Mash Whiskey number 12.
What'd that cost?
This cost $24.99, right under the $25. So this is from Cascade Hollow, 84% corn, 10% rye, 6% malted barley. It has no age statement, but it is purported to be 8 to 10 years. So pretty high expression.
Proof on that?
Proof is 90
wow.
and a whiskey advocate score of 86. So 2 lower than the Rebel 100.
Interesting.
The next bottle I have is Old Overholt Bottled and Bond Straight Rye Whiskey.
I've had this.
Have you had this?
It's rated pretty good.
Yeah, it is. This is from Beam Suntory. The mash bill is not disclosed, but it is a rye. It's 100 proof, bottled and bond, 4 years exactly. 93 from Whiskey Advocate, and this cost me $22.99.
That is an underrated bottle. I have had that. It's very good.
Yeah.
It's great for a mixer.
Yeah. And then the last one, Heaven Hill Black Label.
Oh, shit.
Their low-end expression.
It's not even glass, it's plastic.
Their classic mash bill, 78% corn, 10% rye, 12% malted barley, 3 years aged, 80 proof. I could not find a Whiskey Advocate score for this one. And it cost me $10.99.
Didn't even ask for that penny back,
I'm
did you?
hoping that's number 2, really. I think that's got to be number 2, but
That'd be great if it finished high for us.
no way. I can't believe it.
So are we compiling all our scores, I guess? 'Cause
Sure.
I have
Yeah. So whiskey number 1, Ed.
9.
All right. I'm going to give that an 8. Gabe.
5.
All right. Bottle number 2, Ed.
5.
5. Yeah. I don't like it at all. 4. Gabe.
3.
3. Okay. Pretty close. Pretty close there. Number 3, Ed.
8.
Yeah.
It was complex.
It's close to the first one.
Yeah. But not as good.
Not as good.
The finish ruins it. If the finish was strong, it would be as good.
Yeah, totally agreed. I'm going to get even lower. I'm going to go with 6. Gabe? Yeah.
I'm going to give it a 6 as well.
Alrighty. Last bottle. Bottle number 4. Ed?
6.
Yeah, I like this more and more. And tasting it again, I'm giving it a 7. Gabe?
I'm just going to keep it at a 4.
All right.
So what's our finals?
What did the Russian judges have to say about
hold
these?
on. Let me.
They always screwed us.
Oh. Anders is speaking Russian in the background there. So, coming in last.
Yeah.
Bottle number 2, obviously. None of us really like that.
It was terrible.
On the bottom is C, and C is... Heaven Hill's shitty ass Black Label. It actually says shitty ass old style bourbon on it. That's what it says. Yeah, so that was number 2. So good job, guys. That was $11.
If you are an alcoholic and homeless, that's your best buy because it's still going to get you where you need to go.
Right. In third place is bottle number 4. And bottle number 4 is letter A. And A is... the George Dickel number 12 Tennessee Sour Mash whiskey.
Unbelievable how you can do that to an 8-year expression or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, fuck up the finish like that.
Yeah,
Come on,
I know.
George Dickel. You make some good stuff over there. Let's step it up.
You know, I have a feeling that we had the same problem with the George Dickel Bottle and Bond in the Whiskey Madness.
Which is why it lost.
Yeah.
The finish was weird.
Yeah. So in second place is bottle number 3, and that is letter B, and B was... the Rebel Yell 100 Wheated Bourbon, which means that the winner of the Whiskey Madness 2021 low-end triple blind tasting tournament with a score of 22 overall, a 9, 8, and 5 from Gabe, the Old Overholt Rye Bottled in Bond.
And I think it's vindicated because I've heard that is one of the best buys in the market, that I've been meaning to try it. I've heard the hype, and I think it vindicated itself.
Yeah, and the fact that we did not pick up that this was the rye. None of us was like, this is spicy, this is floral, this tastes like a rye. None of us. And still, sipping it again, it doesn't. I taste oranges.
Yeah. In fact, maybe the George Dickel is a little more peppery. I'm not sure.
Possibly.
But I think what we found is that 2 very affordable drink. I mean, the Rebel Yell is $19, and I guarantee you that will make a great cocktail.
Yeah.
100 proof.
Yeah.
It's got enough complexity to get you there. And the Old Overholt for $23.
Yeah, I mean, if you're scraping bottom here and you just lost your job and you really want to get fucked up, and you don't have any money, there are options here.
It's 100 proof, isn't it?
Yeah, bottom bond.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So basically, we confirmed what a lot of you already know. Old Overholt Bottle and Bond straight rye whiskey is a way to go if you're looking to save some cashish and still get your drink on. So for the Whiskey Tangent Podcast, I'm Ed.
I'm Scott.
I'm Gabe.
And I'm Anders.
Cheers, everybody, and see you next time.
Later.
Take that, make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Aren't you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Shit. You ain't gonna make it, you ain't never ever gonna break it. You can never beat them and they're better than you face it. Thinking that they give a damn, you're not thinking straight, kid. No, they don't give a damn, you got what I'm saying? I'm not fucking playing, I'll give it to you straight, man. There's too many others and you're not that great, man. Stop what you're saying, stop what you're making. Everybody here knows that you just fake it.